wondering if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd like to write out my weekly thank you notes right now. Is that cool with you guys? That's the best. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Hulk, for possessing a power no other man could ever hope to achieve. The ability to pull off purple jean shorts. Awesome.
Love the boy.
Hi, this is Jeff Lovett, and because we just got finished celebrating Thanksgiving, today we're going to talk about something I like to call appreciation marketing. Just simply saying thank you to your customers. Yes, it's a recurring bit on The Tonight Show, but saying thank you is also a great marketing tool. Remember way back months ago when I said marketing is simply finding out what your customers want and then giving it to them? Well, they want to be appreciated. And just saying thank you every now and then can make a huge impact on how much business they do with you. And it's not just me saying it. I did a little research and found a study by American Express that showed that 3 out of 4 customers say that getting a personal thank you from a company causes them to go back and spend more money. 3 out of 4. But I wanted to go deeper, so I asked some people, when was the last time someone you made a purchase from actually contacted you just to say thank you? And if they did, how did it make you feel?
Recently I got a letter, a handwritten note, which is a big deal to me because I am such a handwritten, I love that. And so, and it just made me feel so appreciated that they took the time out to write thank you and how much they enjoyed our products and could see how much love and time was put into them. So it made a big impact on me and I was very thankful for that.
I love what my friend Emily said. The fact that it was handwritten really made the thank you letter she got seem really special. And of all the interactions with the customers, vendors, and business people she had had recently, this handwritten letter was the one thing that really stood out. You know why? Because it was personal. It showed her that someone had actually taken time out of their day to sit down and write out a note by hand instead of just photocopying it. A lot of companies do that. They send out generic form letters or automatically generated emails. Yeah, they do say thank you, but most people can spot this minimal effort, half-hearted expression of appreciation for what it really is. Something that's just not important to the business owner. And yes, that kind of thank you strikes a chord with people too.
Not actually a thank you note, but maybe a letter. Typically it comes to the house and it looks more like a form letter.
And how did that make you feel?
It being a form letter, it really didn't mean that much to me.
You hear what Mike said? Because it was a form letter, it just didn't mean that much to him. I'm sure the business had good intentions, but here's what I found out. If your form of gratitude shows little or no effort, it almost has the opposite effect on your customers. Instead of them saying, wow, they really must care about me, oftentimes your form letter is met with something like, wow, I just spent $30,000 on a new car, and all they sent me was a lousy form letter with a business card stapled to it? Remember what I said at the beginning of this video, marketing is finding out what your customers want and then giving it to them? Well, what they want is a personal expression of gratitude that shows you put a little effort into it. Okay, so let's get practical. How do you thank customers and make it seem personal? Well, like all of the marketing in your business, you have to have a system. This is my go-to system. It's called the box. It's not fancy or high-tech, but this system really works. All I did was I went out and I bought a little box, then I wrote down the names, addresses, and phone numbers of my best customers on little 3x5 note cards. Now, every morning I pull out 2 or 3 of these cards and then I use them to write a simple thank you note. I have a stack of thank you cards and envelopes right on my desk, and all I have to do is write something personal on the inside and then mail it. And making it personal is very important. No form letters, no pre-written messages. You start your note with the customer's name and you write something that is specific to them. Remember, you'll make a much bigger impression on your customer if they know you made the effort not only to hand write a note, but you also remember the interaction they had with you. Another quick note, make sure you handwrite the address on the outside and use a real old-fashioned stick-on stamp, not a postage meter. When you get a new customer, fill out a card for them and put it into rotation. After you write the thank you note, just make a notation on the card showing the date that you sent out the thank you card or maybe what you said to them. You take the card and you put it into the back of the box and you just keep cycling through from front to back over and over again. And it really is that easy. So here's the takeaway from today's video. If you're going to make this work for you, you can't just sit there and nod your head and say, yeah, Jeff has a pretty good idea. You've got to do something. None of the marketing ideas that I share with you here will do any good unless you actually put them into action. So go out and get yourself a box and put your customers' info on cards and stick them in the box, and every day write a couple, 2 or 3 personal thank you notes. 3 out of 4 customers say they have come back and spent more money, not because companies sent them a sales flyer or had a slick TV ad, but because they simply took the time and effort to personally thank them. Which brings me to the end of this week's video. But before I go, I just want to take this quick moment to say thank you to you. If you're getting this email, it's probably because you're one of my customers, and I just want to say thank you. We don't often think of it in terms like this, but your investment in my business over the years has paid for my house, it's paid for my cars, it's put food on the table, sent 3 of my kids to college. None of that would have been possible without you. So thank you for your business. And when you get a card from me in the mail, know that it's because I really do appreciate all that you do for me. I mean it, really I do. You know, it actually feels good to say thank you. It's kind of cleansing, so if you haven't done it in a while, you really should try it. Okay, next week I'm going to start a new series on holiday marketing. I'm going to show you what you should do to bring in customers during the final days before Christmas and to get them to spend more. If you depend on holiday shopping for a lot of your annual sales, you're not going to want to miss the next couple of weeks. And until then, click on the button below to ask me a question. And oh yeah, thank you for watching my video. See you next time.